Ahrens, Sergeant, Mount Holly. Can I get a motion?
So moved.
I have a first.
Second.
You have a second. Roll call.
Ms. Astor?
Yes.
Mr. Brown?
Yes.
Ms. Burkus?
Yes.
Mr. Jones?
Yes.
Mr. Banks?
Yes. And you have resolution number 2024-116. This is a resolution appointing Nicholas Dell-Priscoli, Sergeant in the Mount Holly Police Department. Can I get a first?
Motion.
Nope. Can I get a roll call?
Ms. Astor?
Yes.
Mr. Brown? Ms. Burkus?
Yes.
Mr. Jones?
Yes.
Mr. Banks?
Yes.
Thank you.
The officers come in for the swearing in. Yes.
I state your name.
I, Steve Ahrens,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
of the State of New Jersey,
of the State of New Jersey,
that I will bear true faith
that I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the same
and allegiance to the same
and to the governments established
and to the governments established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state
and in this state
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and I will faithfully,
and I will faithfully,
impartially, and justly
impartially, and justly
perform all the duties
perform all the duties
of the office of Police Sergeant
of the office of Police Sergeant
for the Township of Mount Holly
in the Township of Mount Holly
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Congratulations.
He wants to sign too. He wants to call for it. There you go.
And repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Nicholas Dell-Priscoli,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support
that I will support
the Constitution
the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
of the State of New Jersey,
of the State of New Jersey,
that I will bear true faith
that I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the same
and allegiance to the same
and to the governments established
and to the government established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state
and in this state
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and I will faithfully,
and I will faithfully,
impartially, and justly
impartially, and justly
perform all the duties
partially just.
Justice.
All the duties
of the office of Police Sergeant
of the office of Police Sergeant
for the Township of Mount Holly
in the Township of Mount Holly
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Congratulations. Congratulations again, you guys.
I've seen enough. Yes. Oh.
All right, so let's move on to proceed the rest of the meeting. We have the approval of minutes from the October 7th, 2024 executive session and October 7th, 2024 council meeting. Can we get a motion?
Motion to approve executive session and council meeting.
We have a first. Second. Have a second. Roll call.
Ms. Astor? Yes. Mr. Brown?
Yes.
Ms. Perkins? Mr. Jones?
Yes.
Mr. Banks?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, matters to be presented by the public. Members of the public are invited to submit comments during the public comment portion of this meeting. The council pursuant to the Open Public Meetings Act will not publicly discuss personnel matters and will choose not to respond to comments made by members of the public during this portion of the meeting. However, the council will give all comments appropriate consideration and will refer all individual complaints to the township manager or appropriate township representative for resolution. Each citizen will be allowed a minute to speak in order to allow everyone an opportunity to express their opinions and or concerns. So normally how we do it, we go by rows. When I call your row, if anybody in that row wants to come up, they'll come up and speak. So let's start off with the first row.
Are you saying anything?
Address.
Betty G. Kessler, 418 Linestep Avenue, Mount Holly, New Jersey. We were due for leaf removal on the first week of October. They never came and got them until 2 days before Halloween, which was like 3 weeks late. In the meantime, you sent the street sweeper that cleans the streets down to clean our streets. My question is, number one, why did it take 3 weeks for the leaf sucker machine to come? If it was broke or disabled, why didn't you guys cancel the street sweeper? That is a waste of taxpayers' money. Because when the street sweeper came to do our street, he had to zigzag in and out of the mounds and mounds of leaves that were out there. Now, if the township manager, who makes over $130,000 a year, works less than 30 hours a week, can you tell me why the street sweeper was not canceled and a waste of taxpayers' money if the machine was broken down to remove the leaves? And if the machine is broke down to remove the leaves, is there a contingency plan or a backup plan to quantify removal of the leaves?
The leaf machine is not broken, I know that for sure. That's what
Pick up weed now. Don't all can't public.
we'll talk to public works about that.
Because I like an answer because my tax dollars is wasted.
What was the week that you said?
Huh?
What was the week that you said before
We
Halloween?
were due the first week of October. They came 2 days before Halloween. And when they did come with the leaf sucker machine, it was malfunctioning because all the stuff that was being sucked up into the hose was coming out the top, spraying all over people's yard, the street, and our cars. You couldn't even be outside when they were removing the leaves because the debris smoke from out of the leaf removal was so bad and so thick. Thank you.
Anyone else in that room?
Good afternoon. I'm talking about Higher Township, Louis Lopez, 911 Squad. First, I want to thank Kim and Astrid for helping my mom so we could, help. I appreciate it for taking your time and helping my disabled mom. She appreciates everything you do for the town. She wanted me to turn that and say hi to her biscuit. Second is, are we going to have some kind of a parade for the New Year's or something like that? Yeah, I would like to see that. Second is, I would like to put a resolution for the next year to extend, like, for the meeting, once a meeting to twice a month for the entire Mount resident can have voice their opinions. What needs to, to be done, what needs to be improved. And I'm just curious about the basement of Mahali Township. Is there just to keep someone visit that, or just that's not a township?
Say it again, Louis.
Can we visit the basement?
Of the township building?
Yeah, or see what's in there. Just to the people, or we're not allowed to do that, or will that to be special request?
Talking about
Are you
the
actually
first
using
floor
that particular
or
space?
like when you
Yeah,
walk
yeah,
in,
when
when
you
you
got-
walk in through the sliders? Is that
Yeah,
when you're going in the basement?
Yeah.
What did you want to?
I know, I'm just curious, I mean.
Well, the construction office is down there, and so is the old courtroom. But other than that, there really isn't too
Oh, okay.
much. So I don't.
The bathroom's still intact?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, just curious, I mean, it's been a while. And I have a couple of explanations I need to have. For one, can you explain a little bit more about 108 resolution? And I guess I would like to see Mr. Kim Young here.
Louis, you said you had 108, you have another one?
Yeah. 11, 12, and 13. That's all I have on it.
The contract with Ahrens has expired, so we have to renew it, so it's a 2-year contract for renewal. Number 11 is the small cities grant will apply for an elevator at St. Rand Coach so that you can use or attempt to use the basement at that location. As a requirement of that grant, we just put on record of fair housing officer, which I'm that person, so I have to sign off on certain things. And 13 basically just so that it can match.
And I'd like to take one last comment. If anyone wants to see, the videos, all you have to do is simply search Louis Lopez, Mount Holly, and the first thing come up is on my YouTube channel. Anybody can see the videos in a minute. Thank you.
Thank you, Louis. Anyone else in that first row? Move on to the next row. Thank you, that's row 3.
Hi, good evening, y'all. Jared Keys, 17 Cherry Street. I wanted to raise the committee's attention the intersection of Market Street and Mount Holly Street as a concern. I know that a lot of folks have noticed, and granted, I only live here for like feel as if there's been a noticeable increase or just a statistically significant amount of accidents or incidents there. It's particularly of concern to me because, you know, a lot of folks I know use Market Street either go to and from work. What's that? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'm thinking of Garden. Gotcha. Let's think of Market, Garden, you know, what else is there? You know, since a lot of folks use that way to go to and from work, and also it's one of the main thoroughfares that a lot of the students are using to walk into the elementary school and the high school. And, you know, I'm not going to sit here and say, you know, it's a problem because I think that a lot of folks kind of recognize that we're going to use fix in this instance. Nor do I know the exact solution, but I think that any sort of motion to kind of like lead some sort of investigation or analysis into that intersection, and even the intersection of what's it called, Garden and I can't think of the road that leads over to the high school. You know, both of those intersections along Parkman Street, I think maybe need a better look or consideration of like what are ways that we can do to kind of calm traffic, because a lot of folks are speeding down that way, and especially because a lot of students are crossing that way. And granted, you know, we have the crossing guards and they're fantastic, but mainly I just wanted to raise that to folks' attention.
Agreed.
Josh, you wanna?
Get the
speaker on
the microphone, please. I can't hear. Microphone.
In regards to your question, sir, Mount Holly and the Garden, Township has recently done an audit of that area. So now that we're completed with the audit, we are meeting with the county and talking with them. The next step would be for them to do a traffic study or ward analysis to justify what we need to have done there. I'm meeting with that tomorrow. It's taking place with them tomorrow, so hopefully I can provide an update at that point. The reason why we do the audit, have the traffic study, is so that we can apply for a grant to need some kind of light there or something.
Of course, and I figured that there was, you know, some sort of process laid out, but it's great to hear that the audit's being conducted. Where can we like see the results of this?
I can put the audit on the Township website tomorrow.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else in that row? All right, moving forward. Next row. Anyone else? All right, seeing none. Follow row behind that one.
Jeff Eversmeyer, 203 Broad Street. I gave you guys some copy of the UEZ meeting that was held the other night. And just so you know, the reason I'm involved again with the council and I've been coming here for many years is because I feel the residents aren't being treated with respect for their questions. You guys say you're going to get back to them. I guess it's not particularly your job, it's a manager's job. But you have a lady who's trying to do something in the township with the rec center where, you know, where kids get food and stuff, just get it painted or whatever. Took her months and months and months, and no response, nothing got done. People have problems with trees, don't get back to them, no response. And the nice thing about during this election, I personally talked to hundreds of people in this town, hundreds of people. And they're not the only stories of people who've gone to the township and got no response or respect. So they finally just gave up. I'm not one of those people who really gives up. So the residents are really upset. And as we know, during the election, the residents are really upset because you guys did get column 1 and you did get 1,400 votes. But there are over 2,000 votes for other candidates because a lot of people I haven't gotten to, they're upset with you guys because they don't feel like their voice is heard or you're respecting their wishes. So technically, if there were two parties, even though you had column 1, which is good for about 10 or 20%, there's a good possibility you guys wouldn't be coming back. So just so you know, that really upsets a lot of people. I can't believe all the people that I didn't get to actually early voted you guys. And they were so upset at me that they actually called their neighbors. But other than that, anyway, back to the UEZ business. I went to the meeting, and the UEZ had, you've got a copy of it right there. And they had the public portion, and the public talked about things going on in UEZ. Then after that, they had 2 loans came up for talk. I said, where did that come from? So they did this thing. One was a loan for $100,000. I had no idea what it's about. So the guy said, he's done a business in town. He's down at 48 Mill Street. He's done a great job, and all these other good things. So I'm taking on his word. And then the other one was another loan on 62 or whatever it's called. And my question, and I have questions, but guess what? The public comment was already open. So I couldn't make any I couldn't decide anything or get any information before the vote was made by the UEZ. So why in the world would we be holding this? And I called him and I said, he said, look at the minutes, we've talked about it before. Well, guess what? There's 0 minutes about any of the UEZ meetings on our website. Matter of fact, if you go to the planning board meeting, since April, there's none of the residents can actually find out what's going on in this township, along with council meetings. Now, my question is there a time frame legally that they report this? They post this somewhere on our website so the residents, if they care what's going on in their community? Because most people I talked to voting, they had no idea what was going on in this community. They had no idea until I told them, and then they were upset, except for 3 people. So some of the questions I have, I think they should table those 2 loan paths.